Okay.
Okay, when you get the kit, it'll come in one of these priority mail boxes, and in it you will find 2 pieces of paper, actually 3, because Ken puts the bill of lading in there. The first is a list of what you should find in there, and we guarantee it'll all be in there. If not, let us know, but we're very careful about this. The second thing is how to put the spindles together. Now, in the first 3 or 4 kits, we supplied the bolts and nuts and lock washers, but then it dawned on us that we were, spending a heck of a lot of money buying this stuff for all the kits. You can buy them obviously easily at a hardware store, and the things we want to give you in these kits are those things which you can't get at local stuff. The polishing agents, all the other things, the wooden parts that you can't make unless you have a lathe and that. So you will have, as we explained in this assembling the spindle sheet, you'll have to get 6 fully threaded hex bolts, 6 hex nuts, and 12 lock washers. Now the kind that you need, because there's more than one kind of lock washer, is this kind that has the teeth all the way around. These are going to work best for what we want to do. I'll show you how to put the spindles together as soon as I get this off here, and show you what's in the kit. You will find, in addition to the paperwork, the blanks are all nicely wrapped up in paper, tissue, and I won't unwrap these, but as you know, Ken and I will have looked at each one and marked on it whether it should be the concave or convex side, etc., which is best. In addition, you have the pitch in a little plastic thing like this. Now, you'll find to take this pitch out, just cut this and rip it up. The pitch does not stick to this stuff. So you can easily get this out, put it in the little pan that you're going to melt the pitch in. Then the other 2 things are the, what do we call these things, Ken?
Templates?
Templates, yes. The 1-inch focal length and the 2-inch focal length eyepiece lens templates. Then, let me get out. You've got the cerium oxide, which is the polishing agent. Then you've got the various grits, the various finest up to the very coarsest. This should be more than enough of all these. Then the other things you're going to find in here are the spindle heads. There are 6 of them. 1 for the main lens, 1 set for the main lens, one set for the 1-inch eyepiece, and 1 for the 2-inch eyepiece. The way you put these together, you see there's a hole for the bolt and then the raised rim. So you take the washer and the bolt, and don't forget it has to be fully threaded, and that goes through like this, and that one, it goes in all the way because this cannot stick out. And then you simply put the other lock washer on there, and then put the nut on and tighten it quite tight. You'll have to use a crescent wrench to tighten it pretty tight. You don't want it coming loose after you've put pitch all over the thing to stick it to the blanks. So that's all you do, and you do that for each of the 6 spindles. Okay, in addition to the spindles, then we have the parts for the telescope itself. These 2 pieces are the mirror, are the cell for the main lens, and the main lens goes in this recessed part, and of course that is only about a 1/16 of an inch recess. The lens will be about an 1/8 of an inch thick, or a little bit more when you get done. So it just lays in there, and it should be a little loose. And then, as you'll see when we you'll put the telescope together, this is how it works. That holds the lens in there in the tube. Then you have the 2 pieces for the eyepiece. This is the barrel for the 2-inch eyepiece, and that's the cap. And these should slide on like that. Of course, the lens will go in here and like this. Now notice that the one end is slightly thicker diameter than the other end. the cap goes on that thicker iron. And this is the part that slides nicely into the plastic tube that is your draw tube. Similarly, for the, this is a 2-inch eyepiece. I may have said that wrong. Then this is the 1-inch eyepiece. Again, the lens lies there. And you put this down. If these, as we say, depending on the humidity, these may, be tight or they may be loose. When we make them, they fit. But, we don't know what your weather is going to be like when you're putting this together. So this may be loose or it may be just too tight. If it's too tight, you'll have to use a file or sandpaper and sand it down a little. If it's too loose, use Scotch tape to thicken that. Okay, then these are the rings that go in the back of the telescope to hold the draw tube. So this is what you're going to find, and I'll put it all back together as you will find it. The 2 pieces for the eyepiece, I'm sorry, for the main lens. That's the 1-inch barrel, the 2-inch barrel, the caps for the eyepieces, the spacers for the draw tube, and a tub of pitch, whoops, let me get this out of here. These guys go here, these guys go here, these guys go here. The polishing and grinding materials here, and wherever the blanks are. And we'll have some paper stuffed in here so that they don't flop around when they're in the mail. So that's what you're going to get, and that you should be ready to go and build your telescope.